Hello and welcome to the first episode of Mythias Productions How to RP. I've been looking around on YouTube and couldn't really find myself a RP guide, so I took the liberty to do it for all you out there who wants to know it. Well, let's start off with the names. Well, there is first off the names with the put together words. Like I'm gay, put it in one word. They're not really allowed on RP servers, and you will most likely be ignored if you try to RP in one of those characters. So if I were you, I would not use any of those or any of these very strange names I found out for myself, as you can see here on the screen. Now let's move on to the ones you can actually have. Well, these examples, that's just from people I know in game. They call themselves something like this, and yeah, it's the character name should be, or could be, your front name, your first name, your surname. It can even be your nickname, just not one of those very stupid names I just showed you just before. But one of these, like Matrodon, which is a warlock I know. He killed one of my characters. I led him, and he's actual Tobias. Hooray! There we got Soralia, which is my character. I enjoy RPing on her. Yes. And then there's the Moonleaf, which is actually a guild. The Moonleaf Grove. It's Soralia's guild. Silverblade and Darklight, that's, well, Matrodon's surnames. Well, let's just move on. If you do decide to come on an RP server, please don't roll a druid just to RP a cat. We've frown upon cats. Cat me here, cat me there, meow, meow. Can you hear how stupid that sounds? Well, that's how we roleplayers think about people rolling druids just to roleplay cats. We don't like them, so if you would like to be taken serious, please don't roll a cat, which is a druid. Then we got dragons. Please don't. No matter what you do, you can't RP a dragon, because a dragon wouldn't show itself. It would take the form of a race, yes, but it would never show its true form to a mortal. So you can't really RP a dragon. No. And there's children. Yes. I've seen loads and loads and loads of gnomes RPing children. Actually seen a few night elves as well, but I can't really help that. It's, well, all the night elf children I've seen, that's all for RP, because, well, someone had it going together and got a child out of it. Woohoo! And then the last one, please don't make Thrall's and Janet's secret love child. Not a dragon spawn, not anything which seems totally unlikely. So please, no, don't make it. Oh yeah, and then another thing. We got those who think they are major RP characters, which means no, you can't run around RPing Sylvanas. No, you can't run around RPing Varian Rune. No, you can't run around RPing Thrall. Oh, and now we're at that little part. Don't think you're in family with one of them. You're not friends with them. You're not in family with one of them. You don't have a relationship to one of them. You just know them through lore and what your race knows of them. So if you're a Night Elf, everyone knows Malfurion, everyone knows Tyrande, everyone knows how Illidan betrayed us. Well, moving on. Well, before you start, there is no need to have a really long background story with lots of lore. You don't have to be that good at RP before starting it. It would be nice though if you read up on the lore just a little bit from Wowpedia, of course. And you can always forge your background story and background with friends and family, in-game family, of course. Well, you can do it with the family as well. You can RP when you want. You just have to find the right place. I would like to point out, at least I've seen it like this. The Horde side on Argent Dawn, which is where I play, and the Alliance and Horde side on Defiance Brotherhood. At those two servers, mainly on the Horde side, I've seen the most RP was guild related, so you had to be in a guild in order to get some RP, some proper RP, that is. Yeah. Another one, we're gonna move on. No, I think I just skipped one. Yeah. There's nothing wrong in being a farmer, a painter, a poet, a historian, a fisherman. There's nothing wrong in being a dancer, a guard, a bookseller, or a barkeeper. As long as the dancer is just not a stripper, there's nothing wrong with it. Go with something simple, something you can RP, something that actually was back in the time. You could be a scientist as well. That's just most likely a gnome. You could be a professor. That's most likely every race. You can be a lot. There's nothing wrong starting with a small. You can be a farmer. Like, well, I don't know. I'm RPing a little of everything. I am a poet on Arani. I am a part historian on Chilana. I am a guard on one of my other characters. I'm a barkeeper on a whole fourth character, and on the last character I want to mention here is a assassin. So there's nothing wrong in having just a little role in society. Every part in the society plays a role. So if you're a farmer, you're doing something great for the society by playing something that really takes dedication and time. And now for the etiquette in RP. Well, we don't want no adverts in our trade chats, and not in IC either, unless it is IC, which means in character. There's IC, which is in character. There's OOC, which is out of character. Yeah. No adverts unless it's IC, which means no adverts unless it's for an RP guild, or it's for one of your events, or a whole third thing. Just no gold selling, no, please just don't. Well, trade. You can use the trade chat all you want. That's a troll channel on Argent Dawn. Alright, and then the other one. You got a name floating above your head. Oh hey, I know you. No. You don't know my name if it's floating over my head. Ignore the name and guild above my head. You can only see what the character can see, which means you can only see people, not names. You can't see anything above the head. Unless you actually can, which is pretty unlikely. Then of course we got those lol, ruffle, see ya, welcome back, bye bye, got to go, and be right back. We don't want those unless it's in guild chat. Well, some guilds they don't allow those, but all those guilds I've been in, they don't mind having me say those, as long as it's just not in the RP channels, which is /say /y and /e. In the /s, that's when you say something. Of course, you say something to the nearest, the one nearest to you, and the yell, that's the /y. That's how you yell out loud, "Oh dear God," which doesn't really exist here because that's Holy Light, Naru, and Elune, and I could go on. I know a lot. I learned lower gods for the trolls. Yeah, moving on with that. Now, if you're looking for true RP, you're going out of Goldshire. Please just, if you don't want to ERP, which means to be erotic in roleplay, then get out of Goldshire. Get leveling just to 5 or something. Get good gear, good RP gear, and maybe get to Stormwind, which is a pretty big RP hub in on the Alliance side, on Argent Dawn. And if you just come to Argent Dawn or whatever to erotic roleplay, I wouldn't mind. Just stay in Goldshire. Just stay there. And then to make it seem more realistic, we got those fidgets which allows you to walk and run, which is enabled or disabled by pressing the / on the keypad, and that's gonna help real much if you actually use that. Please just make it more realistic when you RP. Thank you. Oh, and then there's the last thing. Your class and race can limit your RP. Well, you maybe rolled a mage and you want to RP a paladin. You can RP that. It just limits your RP a very big time. You know, you can't really use the Holy Light as a mage and, well, race in the whole time. Please, we've thrown upon Night Elves who play High Elves. We've thrown upon Blood Elves who play High Elves. Please just stay away from the High Elf. Just stick to the race you got. Yeah, and, well, Paladins RPing Warlocks, that's... You can do that, it just still limits your RP. You can't really show off that you're Warlock. It's possible to do, but it's very hard to convince other people that you are RPing a Warlock. Yeah, well, Warlock and Warrior. What warrior will walk around in cloth? You know, this. You know, you could just as well be a peasant there. Rogues on the other hand, they can actually RP warriors. They got leather on and they can use 2 swords. Fantastic. Just got a score there. And for the race, they can limit RP. With the Night Elf males, they are usually druids, but females can be druids as well. Through law, it's pretty much only male Night Elves who are seen as druids. And that is where we stop our little RP tutorial for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you around.